Let me welcome you to harvest. Would you mind if we got started? Cause I see you as a rolling field, trapped inside a studio apartment. Let me hold on to you until you can see every blade. And I will tell you something that I figured out the hard way. Heaven knows I do find a peace, paradise hidden in the weeds, but not just me in real life. Love that no one can take away. It's a little more to every day, but not just me in real life. The cold gets in your jacket, and sometimes you just hear static. It doesn't mean you gotta change your ways. That's just life someday. Don't go messing with your heart. Don't you go messing with your heart.
Well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. You lovely folks joining me here nice and early at Marble Snap Zone. How we doing? Hopefully all is very, very well with you, much like it is with me. But hopefully it will be on the Marble Snap ladder today. We can only hope. It is cold times, very certain times. Ladder is very solved. So we're going to continue kind of our trend from Wednesday night. Just take a slow and steady climb. Make sure that we're enjoying the games we're playing decks that we have fun with. That is the plan of action, at least. So hopefully you'll fancy joining me for exactly that. And we can just chill, have a good time, play some sweet games, and take it from there. As always, if you are making your way in nice and early, please consider doing me a small favour. Just go ahead and like the stream for me on your way in the door. It does us a great job at reaching more people, putting the content out there in general, letting YouTube know that we're doing a okay job, all that kind of wonderful nonsense. But looking forward to it. Hopefully we can keep our nice steady climb going with some sweet decks. And we're going to start with one today that we played on video. Spider, fair enough, my dude. I hear this a lot, unfortunately. You and many others. Pretty common statement at the moment. But yeah, going to start with one today that we actually made a video of earlier today. Because I was really enjoying it, and I want to play more of it, which is good enough reason, if you ask me, to play more of it. It's really simple, actually. Have you missed Bounce? Because I missed Bounce. I'm really glad this deck is feeling somewhat feasible. If you missed it earlier, this Beast Falcon Bounce list that we made a video of on the YouTube channel, featuring a small Darkhawk package, looking to pick up Korg and Black Widow in order to make Darkhawk a valuable card against people that aren't Thanos, and obviously just have it do its job against Thanos, which is pretty sweet. This was a lot of fun to play. It's really complex. It's really easy to make mistakes with this one. It's quite hard to stream, but I don't really mind. Gonna screw some things up, no doubt, but the deck's really fun, and I'm in the mood to have fun, so that's what we're gonna do. Hey Anders, how we doing? Hey Jaichi, hopefully you're doing okay as well. Welcome. So we're going to start here tonight, see where the mood takes us shortly after this. But this deck is sweet in my opinion, so going to keep playing games with it because it's sweet. Hey Sevenbank, how you doing? Hopefully all is okay with you. So we'll hop on over and jump on the ladder and get ourselves going. Hey Momo, how we doing? Hopefully all is a-okay with you. Bifrost to start our day. Bifrost is fine, mostly. Yeah, Tangent, that's totally fair, my dude. I can't say I blame you. I'm just in no rush to make it to Infinite, so I'm going to take my time to play it now. And if it costs me cubes, it costs me cubes. Hey Phil, how we doing? I think I usually prefer leading on the Iceman over the Korg. It's kind of close though. Valkyrie instead of Chavez. Yeah, I don't hate Valkyrie in a deck like this, but I think Chavez is surprisingly important when you really have to find your Beast or your Falcon, or your deck kind of just doesn't work. Why am I so handsome? What's my secret? Well, no one ever really says that to me, so thank you. Appreciate the kind words. My secret is... don't shave my beard. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that being the secret. Grow out a beard. You can hide all kinds of horrible irregularities underneath facial hair. This has been my TED Talk. Gonna start stacking this Angela up nice and early. Saucy new avatar. Yeah, I cracked open Polaris from a cache the other day, and it's like one of my favorites that I've seen so far. So I was like, yeah, go on then. We'll get the Polaris avatar on. I think it's two or 3 days ago. Was quite happy to see it. I'm glad you agree, John. I'm glad you agree. I am doing my best to have fun with it. If a time comes where I'm just going to start slamming Thanos, I'm sure I can do that again, but I'm pretty sure the climb's doable this season, hopefully, without having to resort to that. But we'll see. Alright. No beast so far is a little sad, but we can work with it. So we're going to go... Bast Hood Falcon, I think is the line. I think so. Hey, Doctor, I'm doing okay, thank you. I am slowly working my way back to feeling normal. Hopefully you are too. Shouldn't have given it away, now we're going to have an army of... Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. What have I done? Oh! We get Sandman? Dude, that's so brutal. Hey, Antonin. For the most part, I would save them up for a card that you're really looking to get hold of. Like, collector's tokens are quite valuable. So I wouldn't use them until you're ready to use them. Like, look through the card list, take a look and see what you find appealing, and save up your cash for something like that. Imagine getting Sandman here, dude. This sucks. I think I'm out actually. That Sandman is like it's just awful. Don't want to sign into Cunlund. No, I wanted to keep the Angela lane empty to refill with stuff on the Angela, but alas, Sandman kind of said no to that. Oh, Chaditsky, no worries. I appreciate that. Glad to know it's you, Chad. You're all good. No worries, Antonin. Happy to help. Thank you for asking. Good to know it's you. Good to know it's you, Chad. I try to treat everybody equally anyway, but it's good to know it's you. Okay. Happy Friday, Jacob. Indeed. Hopefully it's been a good one for you. Good to see you. Think I want to Widow on 2 with this hand, so we're just going to fire the turn 1 Bast, add the juice to Dark Orc and Widow. Guess Sandman will be a deck killer in April. Yeah, I think a lot of people, when the buff happened, kind of surmised that it might be a preemptive hit for Hitmonkey, which kind of makes some sense. I don't hate that thought process. Opponent is on Thanos. Warhammer 40k snap. I imagine it'll be significantly more grimdark. Significantly more grimdark. Starlight Citadel. This is kind of not good for us here, sadly. Gonna start stacking an Angela lane. Opponent, of course, can fill the raft immediately. Woo! What's my feeling on Token Tuesday? Yeah, I think for the most part it's pretty good. I don't have any immediate qualms with it. So far I've bought them both. It's been encouraging me to save my gold. Use my gold on bundles and stuff instead of just spending it on variants. So I think it's probably doing its job. We do find a beast. Interesting. Hey Luke, how we doing? That could be kind of bad. Did it get them? Oh, it got the beast. Tilt. Well, the Hawk's not getting shanged, that's for sure. Real Mysterio is in play. I guess the best we can do here is going to be... something like this. To be fair, Real Mysterio's in play, right? So we are actually ahead here. Doing my best, Rick. Thank you very much. Slowly but surely. Yeah, opponent's out of here. I had to do some math there myself, but we do win this. Cool. We'll take a game off Thanos like that. That's fine by me. We had a raft filled on turn 3, and we managed to get there with that one, which is nice. I made the horrible mistake of cooking hot food earlier and not being patient enough to wait for it to cool down. So now I'm talking and my tongue keeps hitting the roof of my mouth, which I have absolutely incinerated. And it's not a pleasant experience. Gonna take my Bast value here pretty happily. Add some juice to our stuff. Opponent with a Bast as well. Have we got a little bit of a mirror match, or have we got some negative on the other side? What's this? I haven't been leeched. Not yet. Have you ever seen a 5 power Angela, chat? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Nope, to be fair, we've only been live for 15 minutes, so the leech count can stay at 0 for now. I'm sure it won't stay at 0 for long. This does look like a mirror match. Fruity. Yeah, Collector unfortunately seems to have been a little power crept in the sense that it's just kind of worse than Darkhawk in this deck for going tall. But I think if you don't have Darkhawk, I probably would play the Collector in that spot. Maybe you don't play Black Widow. What about when you mess up the roof of your mouth from cereal that hasn't spent long enough bathing? Oh, dude, it's the same. It's like a razor blades. It's like razor blades. Alright, I think I'm on board to go like this. There's a good chance I pick up the Widow again if we get a bounce effect. Hey, Kiralis, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a lovely day too. Why did I make a video on this deck earlier? now other people are playing it. Stop it. Okay. So we're going to go... Real Mysterio, fake Mysterio gets picked up by the Angela. What's the goal of Mysterio in this deck? So it serves a number of purposes. Mysterio triggers Bishop 3 times because you're playing 3 cards. And what a lot of people don't know is if you Bast a copy of Mysterio, all 3 of your Mysterios will have 3 power. So you can actually use Bast to turn a Mysterio into a small little Doctor Doom. But mostly the Bishop thing. The Bishop thing is the best part. It's just 4 power on a 2-cost card that triggers Bishop 3 times. Cereal first or milk first? Always cereal first. Always cereal first. What kind of question is that? Man, opponent's Black Widows are going to work on me. No Bishop this game either. Means we haven't really been able to stack up very many stats. I think I hold the Mysterio for now. Oh, why did I do this? I'm drawing Chavez. Okay, I should have played this. I'm drawing America Chavez. I'm sorry, Anders. Unfortunately, yeah, Bast is quite powerful in this deck. Perform the 619 on the enemies. Yes, Bast can make Mysterio into a 2-9. which is a really, really good rate. No, sadly, Luke, I think Bast is pretty required for this deck. I think it gets a fair bit worse if you don't have it. Does Beast make Angela 0 if Quinjet is up? No, it does not, unfortunately. Angela still started in your deck, regardless of the fact you've picked it up again. Heathens that do milk first? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We don't do that in these parts. So this Chavez is not big enough, right, to win the big house? Well, I can't go in the big house. It's not big enough to win Wakandan Embassy. It was a pretty good Rey Mysterio joke, I'll be honest, yeah. It was pretty good. Booyaka, booyaka! Think we are, unfortunately, a little bit behind in terms of stats here. We are ahead by 4 in the big house. The problem is, I don't know if that's good enough to actually win that lane. But we might not be ahead by 4 because this might be the real Mysterio. I think we're going to leave. Opponent's copy of the hood here, kind of giving them the edge. We did not find our hood, they found theirs. It was such a low... it's pretty good fruit if you ask me. But yeah, a lot of people don't realise the Bast Mysterio trick, which is something I really want to explore in more decks, actually. I really want to play the Bast Mysterio package in more decks. Luke, at the moment, it's kind of hard for me to rationalise not saving for Series 5 cards. I think they are just better value for tokens. With everything being so cheap, I'm going to get a little extra Bast value. Opponent gets a free Quinjet. All their stones actually cost 0. Okay, so we're looking for an Angela or a Bishop, really. Or the Hood. Also possibly the Hood. So we're going to fire the Bast now. Get the extra stats on our stuff. Angela, Bishop, Hood are the cards we're kind of looking for here.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We've gained a Reality Stone. Interesting. We do find the Hood. Okay. This is about to be quite messy, isn't it? Chat, take a look at this. Take away the Mojo World. Hood. Korg. Black Widow. Iceman, Falcon. Is that the most cards ever played in a turn? Genuinely might be the most cards ever played in a turn. Opponent got my Black Widow, which is kind of sad. Now I don't draw from the Reality Stone. Good day, Semper. How we doing? Wait for Shuri to appear in the shop. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it turns up for you very soon. Jared, for me, I would save up for Thanos, but I think it's mostly a personal preference thing. Waiting for a balanced patch would also be acceptable. Hey, No Balls. How you doing? I have refilled my hand. Thank you, Falcon. Alright. Imagine if I had a Bishop here. Now I'm sad. So we're going to go... We want to get the Demon out, but everything else can be allowed to have Bast value. Will Falcon work? Certainly will. What are the best beginner decks to play with him, Zoo? I would usually suggest trying to find some kind of ramp strategy for Sandman. If you can get to him a bit faster with cards like Psylocke or Electro, that's quite a big deal, but I think that you're unlikely to have either of those. So in which case I probably would recommend Zoo. Probably. That's true, you can play 7 cards in a turn, very true. It would have been an exceptional hit monkey turn, you're not wrong. Sadly, this game, we've just kind of failed to find payoffs, which kind of blows. I'm going to stick through the snap, but it's not great. We're drawing Chavez, so I should Korg and Iceman now. And we are drawing America Chavez. We are drawing America Chavez. Devil Dinosaur is unfortunately a bit good. Infinite Control's not bad in pool 2 either, it's a decent suggestion. That is unfair. Reality Stone did not like me very much there, did it? Thank you for giving my opponent a free Infinite. I appreciate you. Have I found a home for Ghost yet? The bin. The bin is an acceptable home for Ghost at the moment, unfortunately. I love the card. I think it's very, very cool. Is it particularly good? No. Dark Hawk would have been really big there, yeah. For sure. Okay, this is not the kind of hand where we wait for Bass value because, well, it's Howling indeed. How are you, Darwin? Because we have plays on every turn here, right? So we don't want to wait on this. We just want to get it into our curve while we can. Ebony Moore for my opponent, sure. The hub's going to give me a White Tiger. That might come in handy, you never know. We'll stack the Angela in the middle. Elysium. I do enjoy a good Elysium. Let's try and find some more 1-drops before we Falcon. Spider Crotch is back. It is, yeah. It's been a little annoying. For sure, Jacob. I can appreciate that. This smells like some Galactus, unfortunately, and unsurprisingly, Galactus is a pretty awful matchup for a deck like this. Part and parcel of what you sign up for. No worries, Anton. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. We get arrowed. That's kind of rude. In fact, that's very rude. Oh, Anders, I appreciate you. Thank you. That means a lot. Opponent's gonna snap. Arrow makes me think this is not Galactus. Trying to explain the play patterns as I go, Kyle. I'll do my best. So what we're actually gonna do here is go... White Tiger Falcon, pick up the Iceman, play the Chavez. Chris, thank you very much for the $2 super chat, my friend. I appreciate you. Welcome on in and thank you. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. I'm slowly improving each and every day. Thank you for asking. Opponent will doom. And we are just going to slap our big old Chavez in the middle. Cards to scale like Angelo and Bishop are some of your favourites. Me too, as you might notice from the fact I have them both in ink and gold. I love them a lot. Hence why any chance I get to play decks with them, I tend to enjoy them quite a lot. I'm afraid MMR is still a bit of a mystery to us all at the moment. Opponent's out of here. No, we're not snapping back. Opponent always retreats. They might not know that we play America Chavez, so I'm fine to take my 4 cubes if they'll give them to me. But my opponent should never stick around after the randomly generated White Tiger puts it in them. Definitely not going to snap there, I don't think. A chance maybe we should have snapped on the White Tiger. That's possible. That's definitely possible. Okay, interesting hand here again. Think this is probably a wait on Bast for more value. Because it's really, we've drawn the only brick really in Falcon. And basically any card we can draw next turn gives us additional Bast value, so I think we wait. Jaichi, I can't say I blame you, bud. Well, I've played against a surprising amount of bots this season. Let's get our value. Got to remember that the Clintar is not a 1-cost card anymore. It's the amalgamation. It's now a 4-cost, so we can't pick it up with Falcon anymore. The Nexus. Well, if you insist. The bundle Bishop variant looks cool, but 4,000 gold's a bit too steep. Same problem, unfortunately. I would like it, but I don't. I already have a gold Bishop. I don't want to spend 4,000 gold on upgrading another one for it to take forever to be gold. Ah. We froze up for a second there, but we appear to be okay. I really wanted that to destroy the Nexus. I was very hopeful. Alright. So we can work with this. This is going to be... What is this going to be? The Dark Orc will be safe in the armor lane, which is fine. I'm a little worried about eating a Sandman here. So I think I'm going to go with the Dark Hawk to hedge a little around Sandman. Everyone, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I would certainly appreciate it. Every like goes a long way. We get leeched, sure. Do I have a favourite variant? I certainly do. It is the Rian Gonzalez Watercolor Rogue. Is my favourite. They wanted Electro destroyed. I think they did, yes. They still leeched me, however, so... That being said, we're looking to be okay here. Let's save the space for Chavez over here. Yeah, I love that rogue. It's just my favourite variant by quite a lot. We get leeched again, which is fine. Alright, add 11 power to the Nexus. Opponent would like to go home. Victory. Leeched on turn 4, leeched on turn 5. Did it do anything? No, it didn't. Please feel free to escort yourself to the nearest exit. None of that tonight. I don't think next month has a Bishop variant, unless I'm forgetting incorrectly. Summer Vacation.com. That one's not for me personally, but I'm glad that you enjoy it so much. Double leech. Oh, it ruined everything. Yeah, it's one of my favourite variants that I have. I love it. I also have Rian's Spectrum, and I'm quite a big fan of that one as well. Quantum Tunnel. I don't know if this is good, chat, but it's gonna be great. Send in the Iceman. Swine's double leech, I mean, sure. Oh no! That's not what you were supposed to do. Beastie Boy, you've let me down. House of M Scarlet Witch, that one is quite nice, I agree. Sweet looking card. Alright, Mysterio. Trigger the Quantum Tunnel again. Oh, the Goose? Yeah, I have the Dan Hip Goose. It's quite nice. I know a lot of people quite like that one. We pull the Iceman back. The Iceman cometh. Am I buying variants or just randos? I buy some with gold that I have knocking around, but basically none. I buy ones I specifically want, but I don't buy very many. Here's hoping, Luke. Good luck. The Nakayama Captain Marvel, it's a nice one, yeah, for sure. Okay, I think I am on course to go Korg into Falcon, send the Falcon back into my deck, pick the wands up here. Oh, well, we gained a Mysterio. This Quantum Tunnel has not been very nice to us, but that's to be expected given that our deck is full of crap. My opponent waved into a rock, which is really funny. However, I feel like we're about to eat a Galactus, which is less funny. No, maybe not. We get leeched, boys and girls. He's back. The alien man has turned back into a wave. Interesting. Alright, well, I think I spend my my juice on Bast here and hope that I actually get to play my hand out on the final turn of the game. Let's try and spike the Chavez off the Quantum Tunnel. Opponent will Electro. Gets some extra juice, sends it in for a Kang. That's really rude. We do hit the Chavez, though. Ooh. Okay. Go ahead. Reset the turn with your Kang. We get to hit the Chavez. Did I gain a real Mysterio? It's a fake one. We did not get a real... We don't get an extra real one. We sent a fake one in, so it's a fake one that comes out. I will be doing the same thing again, because it gave me an America Chavez. And I like that. Opponent plays Death in the middle instead. Wait. Oh, it doesn't give me a Chavez because they did something different. Well, that sucks. Well, alright. Goodbye. Kang the Conqueror. What an interesting design that will forever confuse me. I would always think that something is going to happen that isn't going to happen because of Kang. Happens to me all the time. No, it's still fake though. It's just a visual bug. I wish it was a real Mysterio, but that is not how that works. Alright, this is definitely a Bast now hand. Get the stats on everything. Get our Mysterio to be 3/3/3s. It's just the best part of Mysterio in this deck, it really is. Just an absolute bucket load of 3/3 power cards. Oh. I agree, Progenito. It's a deck I really enjoy for sure. I love the bounce archetype. I'm not sure it's too good right now, but I do really enjoy it. Okay. Sadly, we'll be giving ourselves a couple of rocks in a moment, whether we like it or not, from the Mysterio. We do have access to Beast on 5, which is pretty hot. I would take Agent Coulson of the two of those, Drake, to be honest. Yeah, Jacob, that is exactly how that works, for sure. Opponent will Shuri me, makes a lot of sense. We draw a rock, also makes a lot of sense. Beast. Rock. Falcon. Yeah, I do love me some Bishop and Mysterio. Also a fan. Oh. Opponent with the big old Nimrod, sure. Alright, well, we're going to go Angela. Mysterio. Korg, Bast, Rock. Like this. All these 3-power Mysterios. I love the synergy between Bast and Mysterio. It's so cool. So cool. Yeah, I could have a 3-power Chavez. Who cares? It's fine. My opponent is Galactus. I accept. This is fine. It's not always Galactus here. It's Galactus enough of the time. But, like, opponent didn't snap. I'll play it out. It's okay. Galactus Nimrod doing as Galactus Nimrod will do. If opponent had snapped, I would have left. Given they did not, we'll just do the thing. Oh, sorry, Phil, I missed your question, but Luke got there in before me. Yes, basically means you're playing your cards, picking them back up, playing them out again. Oh, why is there so many Leku Guelas all of a sudden? We'll wait here. No turn 2 play at the moment. Going to give ourselves some more Bast value. Oh, fruity. Hey, so I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Hopefully you are too. Now I kind of want to wait again. I kind of expected the Galactus. I think once I see the Shuri'd Nimrod and the Wolverine, I think it's pretty obvious that's what they're trying to do. They won't always get there though. Opponent with the turn 2 Electro. Of course, we're struggling playing against all of the Electro decks tonight. After we start playing a deck that's designed to go wide. A bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's go. Just the Bast here. Is indeed a good Bast hand. Opponent is Ramp, so they have their vision. We have now Basted. We'll start unleashing the gun. So we're going to try and stay out of Leku where we can for now. So we go Angela into Black Widow, into Hood, into Mysterio, into Falcon. Not bad. Stuff. Oh, I almost fizzled the Hobgoblin. That's so rude. Now I'm sad. Now I wish I'd played one more thing on the right-hand side and fizzled the Hobgoblin. If only I could have known. Yes, all of the deck is bastable for sure. Man, that's so unfortunate. Okay. So we can go No bishop in play here means that all we want to do, really... The rocks don't matter anymore because we are drawing Chavez. So we're fine to go... Ding, 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 ding. Final Jubilee. Leech is my 0-cost demon. Okay. I understand. Here is my Dark Hawk. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Sadly, I did that in the wrong order, didn't I? I was definitely supposed to have one 6-power demon here. That was, in fact, the wrong order, I believe. It's good enough. This is what? Chavez. Demon, demon, demon. Inkified splits like the one you see on screen for my Angela here, they become available a 10% chance after your 4th Infinity Split. If you would like a guide on Infinity Splits, there is one on the channel. Highly recommend going and checking out the video. Think we guessed wrong, unfortunately. Yeah, now I wish I just Chavez mid, right? Chavez mid is at least a tie. That's unfortunate. Guessed wrong about where the Chavez needed to go. Big card could have gone anywhere, really. That's mostly going to be guesswork. That's okay. Unlucky. Unlucky to have things break the way they did. Any more Ghost experimenting? Unfortunately, my answer to that right now is Ghost kind of belongs in the bin. I've definitely tried building around it, so I love the card. I think it's very sweet, but sadly, at the moment, it really just isn't good enough. A lot of the decks that would theoretically want it also really want Killmonger right now. It's a bit of an anti-synergy. The Nexus. We can work with the Nexus. Gonna hold these wands until after the Bishop if I can. No bounce effect currently makes me want to be patient. Sanctum Sanctorium now makes me sad. We do find a bounce effect, though. So, Angela in the Nexus. Playing with the Wolverine. So, this is a very cool Wolverine, too. Look at that thing. Jeez. But good chance this can end up in the Sanctum Sanctorium if my opponent wants it to. There's now 5 rocks in my deck, which is even better, but it will make this Dark Hawk pretty large. Thoughts on Valkyrie? I think Valkyrie is a very, very powerful card that is sometimes the best card in your deck and sometimes the absolute worst card in your deck. It's very, very strong against things like Red Skull, but it obviously kind of gets embarrassed by things like Devil Dinosaur and other ongoing effects you kind of can't circumvent, like Darkhawk. Opponent snaps here. I think I'm sticking around. There be carnage. Where does the Wolverine flip? It does indeed flip into the Sanctum Sanctorium. Give my opponent another rock, grow the Angela, give myself a demon, grow the Angela, falcon them back into my hand. Very cool. We draw a rock. You should not be able to get an Inkified card on your first split of a character. You can get it on your first split of a variant, for example. But Infinity Splits track per character, not per card. So if you've already split a previous version of the card, you can then get Inkified and gold versions quicker. But otherwise, Ink is on 4, gold is on 5. We are drawing the Chavez here, so I'm pretty certain we are just doing this. Hoping my opponent's deck does not contain the card Shang-Chi. Killmonger, unfortunately, is going to take care of the demon, which makes me a little sad. But we can live with that. Here is our America Chavez. Do we get Shang-Chi'd? You tell me. Darkhawk showing you exactly why it's so good right now. Well, the Kirby split percentages, you can get Kirby Crackle Dots at 10% ratio after split number 6. I still currently have 0 Kirby Dots at all. I have not got a single one. Makes me sad. They are very, very rare indeed. Darkhawk flexing on our opponent at the moment. Pretty good in the Nexus, it turns out, when Subterranea kicks in. We have Spider Crotch again. There he goes. This is a pretty reasonable... Yeah, the Kirby Dots are hard to get. Really hard to get. Gonna wait to Bast on turn 2 here, because we're always gonna Bishop on turn 3, and we want to get as many cards juiced up as we possibly can. Drawing a Falcon, I think this... I'm going for this aggressive snap, and I can't wait to get leeched. What do I do in this situation? 8.6k tokens, She-Hulk in the shop. You have Shuri, but no Red Skull or Magic. I would say that, for me personally, buying Series 3 cards is a waste of collector's tokens, in my opinion. But that is, again, only my opinion. So personally, I would just wait to collect the rest of your Series 3 cards and save your tokens for a big bad that's going to always cost you 6,000. But that's, of course, my opinion. Do I prefer ink or gold? It depends on the card. Sometimes the gold is rarer. I have gold on, like, Bishop and Arrow, for example. And I'm big fans of them on these because they look really clean. But on the Angela, for example, I prefer the inkified one, even though I do have a gold one. It's very much a personal preference thing, depending on the card. Can't wait for your first ink or gold. Good luck, good luck. My first one was Angela, actually. Would you believe I got the gold before I got the ink? I got gold Angela on split 5. Like, the first time you can get it. And I got ink on split 6. How many times can you split a card? Hundreds. There are hundreds of combinations. Is Kang Perma 6k? Certainly is. Certainly is. Alright, let's go... Hawk. Let's go Hood Beast here, right? Yeah, I think so. The art heavily influenced whether gold or ink is cooler. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think my favorite is my gold Arrow. I'm very, very proud because I bought the Art Germ Arrow variant and I have it in gold after a number of splits, and it's just like one of the prettiest cards I own. It's really, really nice. Okay, so we need to play this Hood this turn in order to get the last demon we're looking for. We don't want to Bast. Two, 4, 5. So we're not playing Chavez, so we have to play a 1 here, right? If we want to play something, otherwise we don't get to play at all. So I guess we do this. Opponent took the pass. First gold was your Sunspot. Very nice. 9 out of 12 in Ongoing Destroyer inked. Wow, that's impressive. Well done. Spider for sure. I understand. This is not a Chavez game, I don't think. Maybe it is. This feels like it's just She-Hulk Taskmaster. You can get inkified Kirby Dots, yes. They are obviously just very, very rare. I think this is just She-Hulk Taskmaster, and I think I need to leave. Makes me kind of sad.
Escape.
But with the pass on 5, I don't really see anything else it could be. And we are not interacting in any meaningful way. Yeah, the background and the particle effects roll independently of each other, so you can hit both at the same time. That is our weekly reward track done. Will spending get us a reserve? If it is, I'll play the reserve game with Twitch chat. Well, YouTube chat this time around. How far am I away from a box? Yeah, spending will get us a box. So you know the rules, chat. What do you think we're going to open? Get your guesses in the chat. I want to know. We're going to get to 1 collector's reserve by spending some tokens. I want to know what you think we're going to get. I'm currently working on my Doctor Doom split. So we're going to go split him a bit if I have enough tokens. We do. What do you think we're going to open? I want to know. Get your guesses in. We'll come back to the box because that's the exciting part. Let's keep working on Doom. Try and get gold or inked Doom. Anders reckons a variant. Would be nice. I haven't had a variant in a while. Pixel White Queen, please no. We might even be able to get to 2 by the looks of it. We're 3 away. Yeah, I can go get us a second box. Let's do that. Let's get us a second box. Couple guesses coming in. Collector's tokens. Brand new sub from the boss. Appreciate it. More boosters. How's the Thanos today? Plentiful. Plenty of Thanos today. Pixel Multiple Man. Please no. Please no. Titles? Oh, no. I don't tend to hoard myself, Jacob. It can be worth it at times, though. So we're going to have 2 boxes to open. 2 boxes to open will be nice. Juice up some of these foils. Start working towards some more nice splits on nice cards. That is a cool Doom variant. I agree. It's my favourite by a lot. It's actually one of the few that I prefer over an art gem. Wow. Multi-ink Shang-Chi. Very jealous. Alright. 2 boxes, chat. Box 1. The suspense is real. 100 collector tokens. That is very medium. 600's a bit better. 600 will take. 600 significantly better. How close does that put us to a Series 5 card? How much longer have we got to go? About 2k more. Cool. Alrighty. Back to the grind we go. Pixel Agatha? No. Oh, Ultimate Cyan, there's plenty of cards that I don't have. There's many Series 5 cards that I don't have. Plenty of things I can pull. 600 is much better, yeah. Any words on what cards are going to drop down? Not so far, no. We have predictions, we can guess, but we don't actually have any confirmed stuff. Looks like we might be lagging a bit too much here again, folks. If we continue, I will knock the music on the head to try and save my CPU. Excited for Negasonic. I can see that. 2 more months? No, it'll be about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks and I'll have another Series 5 card approximately. I read some of them, Kappa, not all of them admittedly. Well. Alright. Bast value. Man, Bast is so good. Card is genuinely unreal good in decks where it's powerful. Oh, Andrew, I'm sorry. I know the feeling, to be honest. I get a lot of requests for playing Galactus, and I just can't because I don't have it. So I want to duplicate the demons, but not the hood, I don't think. And then we have this pile of 3 power Mysterios. Opponent is playing some Hela. Unfortunately, we're not particularly good at interacting with Hela. He says through a veil of sadness. Andrew, it depends on what else you have, honestly. Like, I would, you know, it's worth seeing if Shuri drops before you buy it, but Shuri's obviously a great buy. I can definitely see leaning towards saving for Jeff just because the card's so cute. First ultimate variant, damn, we flexing. Well, we are definitely in some trouble here. Pull 4 complete. Wow, geez, you're ahead of me. Yeah, probably Jeff then, I would think. Maybe Sauron if you don't have it. This is gonna be kind of hard to win, I think. Hey, Mad Clown, how we doing? Hopefully all is well with you. When is Sauron dropping? No idea. Opponent discarded the Hela, which means I feel very comfortable playing my America Chavez. The Hela died, so we're hella fine here, I think. Might be this month, might not be. We really are operating on guesswork right now. I have no confirmed date on Sauron going down. Gonna take another couple games with this deck and then probably switch onto a little something else. Change it up as and when we can. We are really good at opening Bast today, aren't we? Get a little bit of extra value before we get to work with the Bast. Iceman hits Iceman, which is Spider-Man point emoji. Cool, we draw the Falcon. Falcon's good. Sadly, no bonus Bast value, but we can't really wait any longer. Falcon's just going to have to be a 3 power card as well. Should I buy Luke Cage and go for Toxic Serra? I think Luke Cage is probably an aggressive card to spend tokens on and probably not worth tokens in the long run, I think. Just pulled Darkhawk. Congratulations, well done. It's very cool. You know what's not cool, chat? A location full of rocks. That's not cool at all. Timing is crazy. Congratulations. Should be happy with that one. Darkhawk is cool. So we're going to go Korg Mysterio. Does my deck affect who I face on the ladder? It does not, no. Yeah, Hitmonkey and Serra decks and Bounce decks next month certainly should be a blast, I think. Big agree. Okay, so Widow on 5 is probably where we want to be. No payoff this game, unfortunately. Okay, opponent is Hazmat nonsense. Unfortunately, we do get to remove some of the negative power from the table. Unfortunately, I don't think we get to remove all of it. Well, Mysterio's still winning in the middle for now. Are we getting Odin'd? They have reveal priority, so that's fine, right? We don't actually care if we get Odin'd. Doctor Doom. I'll be honest, I didn't expect Doctor Doom out of this deck. That's a nice little one for the opponent. Well played. I was like, yeah, you can Odin me. Odin's fine. Doctor Doom is not fine. Doctor Doom is anything but fine. Andrew, I feel your pain. I build so many things for videos and stuff that my deck bank is always just full of stuff. It's kind of hard to find what you want to play sometimes. Cool, we are done with missions for today. How are you all doing, folks? Hopefully you're enjoying having a somewhat chill evening with me tonight. Just jamming some games with decks we enjoy. If you haven't already, please do consider doing us a small favour and liking the stream for me. I would appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already as well. Spider Crotch is looming as always. Bit of an awkward start, this one. Struggling to find our Bishops and Angelas these last couple games, but should be okay. Gonna try and hold this Mysterio until we have a payoff. Angela is good to find here. Huntable armor in the middle makes me think we've got a big old pile of Shuri Zero on the other side of the table. Having fun with Patriot on the ladder at the moment? You'd love to hear that. I would like Patriot to feel like it's somewhat good again. That'd be nice. I think we just fire the Falcon here. Just very energy efficient. Rebuy the Korg and the Iceman. There is in fact the Cosmo. Very glad that I didn't put this Falcon in the middle. Is the whole playlist smashed? No. No, it's not. It's just a random copyright-free playlist that's on Artlist, because obviously I can't play copyright music on stream, because that would get me in trouble. So it just so happens that we're hitting a bunch of them that are in Spanish right now, I guess. Debris is pretty good against Thanos, I agree. I agree. Hello stream, hello checkers, how you doing? Hopefully all is well with you. Alright, I think we're gonna go Mysterio Bast here. I think. Yeah, Debris is probably a bit underplayed right now. Oh, imagine pulling the Angela. Oh, that's unfortunate. Reasonable, Jacob. We all enjoy seeing cool stuff happen. We've gained a beast. Do we want to play that, or are we playing our Dark Hawk? I think we're playing our Dark Hawk here. Are we? Opponent snaps as well. It's Shana. Oh, I've got Shana as well. It's one of the only. It's actually still the only Series 5 card I opened. Sadly, she's not quite good enough for the most part. She doesn't quite make it. I think I'm gonna stick around and try and get a little greedy. interesting, Kappa. I didn't know that. Too easy for this to be a Taskmaster, right? 2, 4, 6. This is only 9 over here. 12, 13. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely struggling a bit. At least it's not Shadow King, that's true. It's true. Thank you for the brand new subscription, Valari. I appreciate you. Welcome to Marvel Snap Zone. If Shana worked with Bishop, I think she'd be amazing. Unfortunately, she's a bit lackluster. She's really fun. I really enjoy playing with Shana. You'll find that I play her in battle mode with people on stream a lot for a lot of fun. Because I enjoy playing with the card, even though it's not very good. But sadly, I just don't think it's particularly strong. Gonna hold this Cork here because I have no good turn 2 play currently. Mysterio gets a little frosty. Cloning that? Okay. This might be wrong, but if this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Half your resets this week, but he keeps resetting the timeline to give you himself. Kang's like that. Opponent with the Bast. We got a mirror match again? Mirror match would be cool. We have a Nexus. I mean, if they were consistent, something like that. So if we go... like this. No, unfortunately, Collector is mostly just outclassed by our friend Darkhawk. Yeah, good luck with Kazar. Kazar's fun. Kazar's real fun. Opponent's out of here. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, to be fair, I don't have Galactus or Kang because I keep buying gimmicky Series 5 cards to try and make cool, unique content. But truth be told, there's not a lot that I really feel like I'm missing. Like, there's actually there's a good few cards coming up. Like, I want Hitmonkey, I want Kitty Pryde, I want Snow Guard. There's a few cards coming up that I'm genuinely interested in, but specifically right now, not a ton. Like, I probably should just buy the big bads to have them because they're not going to be going any lower. A little bit of Angela fun in the middle. Project Pegasus. That massively favors my opponent. Yes, Hitmonkey is indeed Battle Pass. That is correct. I still want it though. Think Negasonic's gonna be cool? I think Negasonic's gonna be cool too. Do I think Kitty Pryde will be strong? I think she's gonna have some homes somewhere. I don't know how strong she's gonna be, but the card seems very, very sweet. Alright, it seems like a horrible waste of 7 energy here, but I think I'm wasting 7 energy. Alright. I mean, Thanos is kind of great, so... nice leader, opponent. The opponent was like, I've got a leader in my deck for this Project Pegasus. and they bastard themselves. Going to a tourney, opinions on if ladder decks or homebrews for Surprise are better. I would argue that we've got a couple articles on the website about how to build decks for tournaments. I recommend going to take a look at that, because I think for me the differences between what you want in a tournament deck and what you want in a ladder deck are arguably a little bit different. But for the most part, just play Thanos, kick W, because, deck's great. Daredevil goes off. Opponent is pretty clearly a bot. We'll take our snapback and assume that we can figure out a way to win. Which, Lord knows, I hope we can, or I'll be sad. Demon Fast. Click. Technically, Magneto and Doctor Doom are the two biggest bans, but they're pull 3 for some reason. Yeah, they were in the game when it started, I suppose. I guess that's the main reason. Bring Coulson for a tourney. I love Coulson. I wish Coulson had more homes. He's really cool, son. And then we can just Chavez, I guess. I crashed my game, didn't I? Oh, Gucci! We'll take our sweet value where we're allowed to have it. All right, time for us to switch. I think I'm gonna make. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, let me adjust my spinal cord. I think I'm in the mood to play some anti-meta Silver Surfer. This is kind of a deck that I had in the bank from the other day. I've been meaning to play a bit more. I want to surf. I like surfing. I miss Silver Surfer being as good as it was. Okay, so let's do some surfing. You might be able to tell that I quite enjoy my Silver Surfer based on the fact that I had this lovely inked one. Valkyrie, Cajun Ant-Man instead of Hawk, Widow, and Korg. Makes sense, or makes sense. I think Korg is worth playing anyway for what it's worth, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Alright. Interesting spider. Feels a bit narrow, but maybe. Let's surf. Playlist slaps. I'm glad you think so. It's a shame that it's eating my CPU, but I try and keep them running as best I can. I just think no one's so nice for sure. No, Momo, I'm sorry. I gotta stay on the copyright-free playlists. Copyright-free playlists are important, I'm afraid. Otherwise, YouTube gets mad at me. Very nice sunspot from my opponent. Look at that. Gold Kirby dots. Gold Kirby dot sunspot with a gold back. Project Pegasus. So good, Momo. Easily forgotten. I forgive you. I need a chat vote, by the way. How do we feel about Chibi Polaris? It's the first Polaris variant I've opened. And I opened it like 2 days ago, maybe? Not sold, I prefer it over Core Polaris yet, but I need your votes. How do we feel about Chibi Polaris? Shiniest Sunspot ever. It's pretty shiny. Pretty shiny. Opponent snaps. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I am ready to be sad. 1 out of 10. Oh, oh no. Not for you. Chibi Polaris is sick. All right. Some mixed bag votes. That Cosmo has kind of killed us, right? The Pestilence one is very nice, I agree. Yeah, I mean, this Cosmo absolutely ruined our day. We just cannot, well, okay, the Cosmo and the Crimson Cosmos, right? So now we just can't play our stuff that we need to win the game anywhere. Feels bad. Feels bad. Yeah, David, my intention was to play Wong in the middle so that I could, you know, play the Surfer on it. But unfortunately, Cosmo said no. More sunspots. Color me not in any way surprised. Okie dokie. A little bit of Goose. For good measure. I feel like Chibi has to be funny. Fair enough. It's kind of nice to discuss different variant choices with people. Some people really like some people really hate others. Okay, Killmonger probably going to do us some good in the near future. Let's set up Cosmo on the far right. I will Polaris my Goose away. That's really unfortunate. I guess it's going back there anyway, so no big deal. Wongers. The Goose? Yeah, a lot of people love this Goose. A lot of people love the Dan Hip Goose. It's got some style to it. Opponent snapped, man. I think this isn't a Wong game. There be the Shuri. Okay. So we arrow into Shang, I guess, right? That doesn't really work either. I think this is still our best, truth be told. So this shuts off So this doesn't win though, right? Because I can't Shang this and win a second lane. So I guess I just never Shang it. Two, 4, 6. 12. Two, 4, 6. Yeah, we're not quite there, are we? They can't task, but it doesn't matter. I can't win another lane. Brood mid plus Surfer doesn't win us 2 lanes, folks. There's a Cosmo on one and a Red Skull on the other. Yeah, Brood left, Surfer mid is only 27, unfortunately. Doesn't quite get us there. Spider Crotch. Alright, more Thanos. Colour me not surprised. Audio dying? Are we having trouble for everybody? Chat, let me know if we're having problems universally and I will adjust accordingly. Music's stroking. Alright, cool. Let's have to knock the tunes for now, folks. We'll try and figure out what's doing itself there. Audio's patchy, cool. Thank you for letting me know. I will put the game music back on after this game, and we'll have to live without for now. Let's take our sweet Shang-Chi value while we can get it. Yeah, not sure what's suddenly going on there with audio, but sorry for the issue. We'll get on with it, move it out of the way. Hopefully be a-okay. Let's try and fill this lockjaw lane, I suppose. That was coming through fine on my end, for sure. Oh, John, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's a tough one. Like, there has to be less resource-intensive ways to have music playing while I'm streaming. But the truth is, my setup just isn't that good. The setup I stream from, I've had for a number of years, and that adds up. That does add up. Yeah, I think we have to kill Monga now. We're gonna have to brood over here, aren't we? Yeah, sure. Cool. My moment's easily done. I think we all do that. How's the climb with this deck? Truth be told, we've only just started playing this one, so hard to comment. We do indeed eat a big fat leech. My voice is soothing. I'm happy to hear that. I do try and soothe where I can. But yeah, I mean, the sad truth is I've been making content on this computer for, you know, upwards of 4.5 years. Things are starting to feel a bit of wear and tear, and unfortunately I'm not really in a financial position right now to replace them easily. as much as I wish I was. Well, Leech does as Leech does. I guess really the best we can do is a little bit of this. But I don't think this is ever enough. Leech does as Leech does, folks. Leech does as Leech does. Wow. We'll lose on breakers, I suppose. Definitely should have retreated there. I think I'm mostly a little tilted. Too much Leech. Too much Leech. No reason to play that out, folks. Definitely should have. Yeah, definitely should have retreated there. No reason to play that out. I am just a bit frustrated. Where am I streaming from? My house, my living room. If you mean geographical location, I'm in the UK, over in England. Yeah, it's definitely a retreat there. I'm just a little upset that that's still a thing that we have to deal with. I actually just completely forgot to put game sound back on too, so I'll do that in a moment after this game. Hopefully we'll be a-okay otherwise. Well, game music, not game sound. Shuri Zero on the other side. Once again remains very much the case that mostly 2 decks to play at the moment. Least played card in the game, I would have to check. It is available on the website. In most played and least played cards. Well, off the top of my head, I don't recall. I would have to look. I think we Polaris here. Cosmo makes me sad. That's fine. UK is my living room. It is indeed, yes. My living room is in the UK. That's roughly where it belongs. Kind of. So we have the Absorbing Man here, so I think we are going to be going... So this is just Shuri. We don't have access to the Shang-Chi right now. Feels like we have to stick around because we can draw the Shang-Chi. I don't think it's Shana. It might be Shadow King. Shadow King seems believable. I can definitely see that. So the big one always goes behind Cosmo anyway. I think we need to draw the Shang here, basically. I would like diversification in terms of music. No, Scroll doesn't really counter Shuri in any meaningful way. We do draw the Shang. Unfortunately, I gave myself reveal priority, so why did I do that? That's okay, right? I can... Arrow Deathlock? Or is this Arrow Killmonger? Arrow Killmonger is better for breakers, I think. Whoop! Yeah, the one they have is definitely more intense overall. She-Hulk Taskmaster will really, really win the negative zone. Yeah, it's really, really hard to counter snap against Thanos just because they have so much flexibility. You're not wrong. Arrow coming to save us. Alright, let's get some background music back because it's now very, very silent because the music was being so trippy. Shade, you're all good. How we doing? Good to see you. What's better for breakers mean? So, if we were to win one location, our opponent was to win one location, and we were to tie the other one, what I mean by breakers is how far ahead I am compared to how far ahead they am. Jesus. It makes that gap smaller, which means I'm more likely to win on the tiebreaker. Oh, Shane, I'm sorry. I wish I could be more of help with that, but thank you for stopping by. Hey, J-Hugs. Yeah, I think this list was inspired by one you posted, actually. I also love Silver Surfer, as you might be able to tell. I have my Inkified one, and I miss playing it quite a lot. So, any excuse. Is this... Yeah, this has to be a bot, right? Like... Yeah, as in tiebreakers. Yeah. There's no way... There is absolutely zero way that any human being has a Inkified Uatu. I refuse to believe it. Absolutely impossible. I don't believe you. I guess, Shade. You're all good, my friend. As long as you're enjoying it.
Wind, aid my hand.
Storm? Happy for you, Cody. Well done. Maybe they just love it. Yeah, maybe. You might be right, I guess. Get ready for movement, for sure. I think we're just giving up on Flooded here. Let our opponent have it. Gotta love to see it inked, for sure. Oh, there's the gold-backed Scorpion with no effect. So yeah, I think we're on... Oh, it's got an effect. Never mind. Not sure I've ever played it. Opponent snapped. I think we're snapping back. To be fair, we're not actually putting a lot of stats in the middle on the last turn, so maybe we aren't snapping back. How have the games been going? Decisively medium. So this is... it's 100% a bot, 100%. The goose does help. So this ends up being what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power into middle. I mean, 8 power should win middle, right? I'm willing to lose cubes here if I'm wrong. Shouldn't be any 3-cost card you can play that adds 8 power to the middle here. The bots do not play Infinite, so we're all good. Don't have to worry about that one. Not exactly the most exciting when you're just sitting there and you know it's a bot. Like, I shouldn't be able to snap back there, right? Because, you know, it's one of those things that I should have to play around Infinite, but I know I don't have to. Like, same thing with the She-Hulk. Like, I know they don't have it, which is exceptionally boring. John, that's a good shout, honestly. I guess I would have to download a few hours of copyright-free music, but I can definitely do that, I think. The problem is I never want the playlist to be the same for every stream. So it'd probably have to be, like, hours and hours and hours. So, maybe. Maybe. Sunspot gets the natural Wakanda lane. How lucky. Now I'm sad. Now I'm sad. Like, it's so horrible, because, like, it shouldn't be a thing. I shouldn't be able to just know that I'm against the bot and know there's, like, you know, 7 cards I don't have to worry about. It just kind of sucks. I guess if this is Shuri 0, I want to keep the big un out of the destroy free lane. So we'll do that. Yeah, the bots are, in my opinion, definitely a negative part of the experience. Look at that Cosmo. Very nice. Oh, I agree, John. I agree. So for the most part, I don't normally tend to have too many tech issues with it. The sad truth, it's really been the last couple streams we've had problems, so it's probably something I need to look into fixing now. As I say, it's mostly been okay. Man, these locations have definitely kind of played havoc with us here to some extent. Thankfully, no Shuri for my opponent by the looks of things. Wonga's getting a little small. Get Sarah down over here, and then see what we can do. But I imagine we're in some trouble. Cosmo does a fantastic job at making your Shang-Chis and Killmongers look a bit silly. I appreciate that, John. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate you chiming in and offering some feedback. Feedback is always important. Always important. For what it's worth as well, like, you can obviously feel free to pop some music on yourself in the background as well. It's not always a case of... it's not always a bad thing. Some people prefer to listen to their own stuff. And the Arrow can't save me because of the Cosmo. The Shang-Chi can't save me because of the Cosmo. Like, it's such a demoralizing experience when all of your reactive hate cards just don't do anything because Cosmo and Armor exist. I believe we do have global matchmaking, do we not? Fairly certain we do. I've played against people I know are definitely not in Europe, so. We're getting a free copy of Rhino. Deal. That's another bot. Might not be a bot, might just be a gold sunspot. Hard to tell. Don't want a goose in the middle because we want to potentially arrow in the middle. Pixel Psylocke. This is like one of the better ones, I guess. The Bifrost. Oh no. Oh no. Well, goodbye, Goose. You tried your best. Maybe we just Rhino this. Yeah, let's not have that happen. Let's not have our Goose go slidey slide. Well, now we know this is definitely a bot because they kept playing into the slidey slide. For the most part, Ruins is worse than Location Denial of Storm or the extra turn of Magic. Ultimate Cyan, that's why. Polaris first? I think I didn't really want that to happen. I can Polaris now, and now I almost certainly will, because we just get to 50-50 the Sunspot, right? take? The Sunspot 50-50? Planet War Jubilee? What do we find? Wolfsbane. We lose the 50-50. F. Well, I think we're going to be on Serra into Aero Killmonger. Can bots retreat? Yes, they can. They certainly can. Wait, why is this here? I can't play this. This shouldn't be an available zone. Mystique with no target. No, we try not to snap early, JC, because we want to convince the bot to head so it snaps into us. We're a Serra deck after all, so getting the bot to snap is actively good for us. Like, given that they haven't, I will now. And they shouldn't retreat. Yeah, the non-targeted Mystique is pretty bad. Yeah, one of the things with bots is like, obviously it's pretty clear from this Kirby dotted non-foil background. We get more cubes out of them if we try and play like we're behind the whole game, because then the bot snaps and you can just snap back into them and catch back up. What's better if you have Brood, Absorbing, and Surfer? To absorbing the Brood or to absorbing the Surfer? Depends on the game, honestly, but both do come up. That was pretty bad in general, yeah. Like, I guess this is my point, right? And like, I know I don't want to keep harking on. A lot of you feel the same, so it doesn't matter. Like, the problem is right now, the ladder is, not only is it like just chunks of Thanos and Shuri Zero, but for the most part, anyone who isn't is a bot. It can be responding to your snap, it can be responding to your cards in hand, it can be responding to the cards you played last turn. If you want a full guide on how to identify bots and what they look like and where they are and all that kind of stuff, I have a video on this channel. Bots, a comprehensive guide is the name of that video. It took me hours and hours and hours of work, so I would really appreciate it if you went and checked it out if you want more information about how the bots work. Goose on London is amazing, especially when you flip into Luke's bar. How do we want to do this? I think I just want to Brood mid. Opponent with the Time Stone. Well, we find the Killmonger, which is acceptable. No worries, Carl. Happy to help. You watched it this morning, actually? Nice. Happy to help with that. Like, yeah, everything I currently know about bots and how to identify them is in that video and in that article. So, big recommend. I'm about to get leeched. I can feel it. The question is, do I just double Surfer, or do I try and snipe the leech? I think I just take my double Surfer. Has to be a leech. Yep. Smelt it. Well, we tried. Always green alien time. Opponent cangs me. Mojo World just makes you want Living Tribunal so bad, for sure. For sure. Big agree. Actually, am I supposed to play this Sarah? Because I kind of want a place to play. I kind of want a place to play Aero if we draw it. Yeah, I think we still do this. Ego showed up. Oh, I don't mind Ego on occasion. I always snap on Ego. It sends a message. We get Dubler waved. Sadly, this Absorbing Man will not be doing anything of note. But we can get underneath our own geese. Wait. Did my opponent just wave underneath 2 geese? Of course. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. Why didn't I think of that? Just had a brain fart. I was like, wait. What can you even play? And the answer is She-Hulk. The answer is She-Hulk. Because of course it is. Because that card works in silly ways. District X. That's its name. That name again. District X. And again, that game's no problem at all if we don't get leeched. We just have a Killmonger on the final turn that still has an ability on it. Instead, we, you know, didn't. Feels bad, man. Opponent with the Bast. Okay, well their hand can't have been very good in which case. Interesting. We still have a Shang-Chi apparently. Opponent is playing the deck we were playing earlier. The lovely bounce deck. Rickety Bridge. I don't like Rickety Bridge. Yeah, I just brain farted. Like, I guess I should immediately stop and think about the fact that She-Hulk is still playable, and my opponent's never sticking around. Well, more importantly, they're never playing Wave if they can't do that, right? So a bit of a mistake on my part. Opponent snaps, huh? Yeah, locations kind of suck, but that's okay. What with the Omega Red? Wow, okay. Cool. I can work with that. Pretty good. Happy for you, Dion. Thank you for sharing. Can't quite get it there, can we? Because we arrow to Rickety Bridge. We can only put 4 power into Quantum Realm. Hey, John, I'm not sure, John. I'm going to see how I feel as we go. So no promises. Maybe, though. Maybe. Kind of seeing how... I've got a tournament to run tomorrow, so gonna be a bit tentative, I think. Yeah, I think we have to go. I think that's potentially winnable. Hence why I'm fine to stick around even through the bad locations, but... little short of being able to take mid away from this bishop. Little short. How are we doing, folks? Thanks everyone who's hanging out, by the way. Hopefully you're having a nice, enjoyable evening. Do make sure to drop a like if you haven't done so already. We'd appreciate it. Geese. Geese is not quite the best here. It's mostly fine. Don't really know what our opponent's up to yet, so... well, might have done ourselves a favour. Wong in this deck is just going to be able to double up our Silver Surfer triggers for the most part, Naveen. And double up our Absorbing Mans as well on Silver Surfer when we want it to. Plunder Castle, unfortunately, is really bad. Thank you, JC. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out. I really don't want to pull this away, do I? Because I want to be able to Shang-Chi somewhere. So, Polaris anywhere but middle is kind of bad. So I think we're just firing this off for stats, getting some extra stats in the middle. Plunder Castle is an awful location for a deck like this, so we really can't afford to Cosmo here either. Yeah, imagine only having 2 locations to work with, sheesh. Alright, well. Let's fill this up with some Brood. Brand new sub coming in. Camden, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Opponent does fire the Shuri. We find ourselves a Surfer for good measure. Down comes the Red Skull. And unsurprisingly, the game plan is just Shang-Chi, Silver Surfer, or are we Shang-Chi, Cosmo? We're Shang-Chi, Silver Surfer here. We still lose to our opponent's Cosmo. We still lose to 50-50 on the Arnim Zola. Cool. Our Surfer leaves us 1 short here, right? Nope, we're good. We get there on the buff at the end of the turn. Nice. To be fair, you don't see Arnim Zola very often anymore. So, certainly was not playing around it. But Surfer is going to get us there anyway. Very glad that we played the Surfer and not the Cosmo. Zola no good. Yeah, Shang-Chi is very, very good right now. So, it makes a lot of sense that a lot of people are enjoying firing Shang-Chis at everybody. Find it kind of feels wrong to leave home without one at the moment. Hey, 2D Skills, how you doing? I'm doing okay, thank you. Down close, yeah, it was a slick one. Definitely a slick one. As I say, don't expect to see Arnim Zola out of that deck very often anymore. Most people have just moved away from it. Yeah, well, Goose stopped my opponent being able to play their Red Skull where they wanted to play it. It couldn't go middle, and it couldn't go right. And the Shuri also couldn't go middle, couldn't go right. So, Our friend Goose is solely responsible for shutting that one down. Alright. I am a fan of a little bit of Cosmo in my life. I'd like my opponent to play a Mr. Negative in the middle, please. If they don't mind. Ah, they went for Vibranium Mines. Sure. Yeah, I mean, Shang's just everywhere these days.
I am Iron Man.
Mostly because it feels like it has to be. So no Sarah for us this game, unfortunately. We're just going to be doing things the hard way. But yeah, it certainly feels like most decks can't leave home without a Shang-Chi at the moment. That's for sure. Goose is definitely a mixed bag for sure. Not unfortunately, JC. I think not having Absorbing Man is quite problematic for this deck specifically, because it allows you to have extra copies of Silver Surfer while also letting you have extra copies of Shang-Chi and Arrow. I do think he's a bit of a requirement, unfortunately. Yeah, Goose is quite good. Do I think pinning Kang is a good idea over Thanos Shuri? I personally have Kang pinned right now, but I don't even know if the card is particularly good, to be completely honest. So, tomato, I think is probably the best way I could put that. Not sure. I personally would still just look to be saving up for Thanos, because I believe that Thanos is just the best of the bunch. And even if they nerf him, I imagine he'll still be very, very good. This smells like a bot. Definitely smells like a bot. I think I'm just supposed to Arrow here. Yeah, I mean, I play Shang-Chi in my current versions of Lockjaw Thanos, so I think Shang is just kind of everywhere. Smells like a bot indeed. Can you imagine using Mystique on Goose? I've done that. I have Mystique to Goose more than I care to admit. Yeah, I mean, Kang does feel mostly like free real estate, right? It's just a case of like, yep, the snap is free. I'm going to earn myself free cubes by snapping when I want to snap. But the card isn't like big and flashy in any way other than the animation. Yeah, Kang. People don't understand that Kang's main power is that sometimes it will get you a free cube because you can snap aggressively and your opponent has to leave. And for the most part, it will save you cubes because you can see that you're boned and it will let you get out. That is legitimately most of Kang's actual power. Do I expect Thanos to get a wrist slap? Yeah, I don't think... personally that they'll ever nerf it through the ground. The card's just too iconic. I'm fine to Polaris here, I think. Maybe we just Brood? Yeah, we can Brood here, right? And we just stack up Surfer Absorbing Man underneath the Dark Dimension. But you never win 8 cubes? You certainly don't. Kang is never going to win you 8 cubes. Basically ever. Sunspot coming on down. The Wong unfortunately turned up a little bit late, but that's alright. Opponent takes the Sunspot pass, makes a lot of sense. So I think we are just going to be going Cosmo Polaris. No Killmonger, sadly. I would love to have found a Killmonger here, but alas, no dice. No dice. Opponent had quite the hand at the end. Goose Titania. Surfer once. Surfer twice. What has the opponent got for us in the middle? Demon. She-Hulk. No good. Sneaking out a win in the sewer system off the back of double Silver Surfer. Very nice. Very, very nice. Project Pegasus. You know, you can never be too sad about Project Pegasus, but I always have it turn up more when I'm playing these Serra decks where I don't really want to reduce everything so early. It's like, well...
Wind, aid my hand.
Yeah, like, this deck definitely has some game. I'm not sure how good is good, but it definitely has some game at least. No cards revealed this turn. Oh, dude, this is so brutal. So I think I am accepting that I'm not winning the flooding, but I'm going to put Zabu there because I need space. More than anything else. Wow, opponent just didn't have a play, which is wild. We have gained a Shang-Chi. Understood. Yeah, good chance opponent also doing some Serra Surfer. All of our stuff now costs 2. So we're getting underneath our goose. We are definitely going to be putting the Cosmo over here. Well, it's White Queen could give them one of anything. Truly unclear. We draw an arrow. Little worried about getting leeched. I don't think I should be, but I am. I'm just playing this for the body. Devil Dinosaur. Might be a little hard to go over the top of that one. This is only 4 Surfer activations. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8. This is getting +4, so this is going to have 6 power. This is getting +8, so it's going to have 8, hang on, 6, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 power added to the middle. That's very funny. It's very, very funny. Chat spotted it before I did. Chat's the real G. Oh my god. Chat, I'll give you credit. Chat spotted it before I did. But oh boy. That's a big game. Disgusting. Opponents sitting there, they're like, I can't get Shang-Chi'd. They just played it, it's fine. They can't have it, don't worry about it. Crunch. Yeah, go chat. Chat got there just before I did, and I was like, oh, you're right! It's great. As the beard is pretty magnificent too, I agree. A delicious cubes. Absman is the best. I do love me some Absman. Disgusting yet delicious cubes. 2D Skills, thank you for the $10 super chat, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. Very, very sweet of you. Appreciate the support. Think...
Sir, please put down the spear.
Please put down the spear. Think we're taking our 2-for-1? Just make a Hulk, kill the Sunspot. Too good of a clip to not backseat game for it. You're all good. You're all good, Cody. I think I'd have got there because like it clicked for me just as I read it in chat, and I was like, oh, "You're right." Like I acknowledged it, so you're all good. Don't feel bad. We got there. Alright, well I might be able to turn that Green Goblin into a weapon. Opponent with the Shuri, Resident Sleeper. We do find our Shang-Chi though. Okay. Alright. Winnable. Pause champ. Yeah, if you'd like a clear example of what Absorbing Man can do for you, it can be a Silver Surfer, or it can be a Shang-Chi. It really depends. That's not good. That's a really big Hobgoblin. Why would you do that? Well, this can't be Galactus. Can it? I mean, sadly, we don't have reveal priority here. Might be overthinking this. I am overthinking this. All right. So we made the play to try and outplay the Galactus, and the Destroyer got the better of us. Feels bad. Alright, I don't mind that one. That's fine. I don't think it could be anything else, JC, with the two goblins. Yeah, Absorbing Brood also feels pretty strange. Yeah, I think this is just Destroyer Galactus from my opponent there, who had their Destroyer and found it the better avenue. Opponent played it well. I don't mind losing that game at all. That's fine. Opponent played that one well. We hedged our bets to play around Galactus on the left and therefore lost to a Destroyer on the right, which is fine. Super fine. Opponent with the 0 means this is definitely our friend Shuri Negativo, which means I think we're going to try and not get a rock. Sadly, it looks like we are getting a rock. But that's fine. The brood lane is full. Alright, well, negative power all over the place is the name of the game right now, but we will get to Shang, Absorbing Man, Silver Surfer on the last turn of the game here. How many of us operate Snapzone? So do you mean all the content creators, all the people behind the scenes, the tracker, like that kind of stuff? Do you mean a bit of everything, or do you just mean like a specific subsection? I think I'm sticking around here. This game does feel winnable. Would have hopped on the empty lane though, as he played the -16 on the same lane as they played Shuri. This is true. This is true. Opponent will Shuri us, which is okay. We're gonna go Sarah. The main staff for the site. Essentially, like 4 of us. Maybe more, slightly more than that now. We have a few more editors now than we had before. So 6, I want to say. 6, I think. Got noises coming from behind me. Somewhat concerning. So this is pull 8 out, add Am I the only streamer? I am, yes. Yes. All the video content, all the video editing, all the thumbnails, all of that is me. All of that is just me. I'm the only person who does it. I can't do math quickly enough, chat. Can't do math quickly enough. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Oh! Would you look at that? I'd have snapped back. I would have snapped back if I'd been able to do the math quickly enough. But I couldn't guarantee if I beat the Titania in time. My brain wasn't fast enough. But we are. Polaris Quadruple Surfer. Fruity. Thank you, Otto. Appreciate that. Wouldn't it be nice if we could also pin variants we liked? Sadly, they're not going to do that, I don't think, just because they want FOMO money. Sweet game. Sweet, sweet game. Thank you, gamer. Appreciate that. That's been cool. That's been very cool. Hey, Rasmus, thank you very much. I'm glad that you've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos. I'm happy for you. Glad you've been having a good time. Keep up the good work. And thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Thank you for enjoying the content. Well, guess we're Zabuing somewhere that is, you know, currently unknown. Opponent's going to give me a hood, which is a bit sad. Shocker is also a bit sad. Goose right, leaning towards goose right. Now, yeah. Actually, no, I think I need to hold the 2s to get into Morag next turn. Remember to like, yeah, please do. If you are enjoying the stream, you enjoy our content, please do consider throwing us a like here on the channel and on this video. It would mean a lot. Opponent with their own goose, so they're going to have ways to get underneath it, that's for sure. We find a surfer. So I think this is really tough. I think we do this. You don't have Absorbing Man, unfortunately, Philippe. I think you kind of need it. I tried to think of a good suggestion to replace it in this list, but it really is the glue that holds everything together, and I think losing it is really bad for you, unfortunately. So now we go Wong here. Oh, dude, we can't do this in the order we want to do it. Bugger. Because we'll be forced into surfering first and not getting the boost on the brood. That sucks. Don't really think we have much of another option, unfortunately. Opponent does indeed have their She-Hulk underneath the goose. That is what it's there for. And we cannot kill it, sadly, because of our own Cosmo. No Killmonger top deck means I think we're dead. Yeah, Valkyrie control is sweet, I agree. Valkyrie is a lot of fun right now. Yeah, we can't win this, I don't think. Escaped. Think we're gone. Will be your next purchase. No worries, Philippe. Take care. Hopefully you've been enjoying the deck, much like myself. The Nexus. Okay, I can work with this. Nothing to play early here is a bit of a shame. Oh, losing the Surfer feels awful. Yondu, why have you got to do us like this? Alright, let's get Yondu into the Nexus, I suppose. Electro comes down. We do have our Aero if this is Galactus, which is helpful. The Wong isn't doing much here because we lost our Surfer. So I think I would rather just get stats. This is Galactus, isn't it? It just is. Nope. No Galactus for you, friend. None of that. Nicely done. Don't even have our Surfer left in the deck, courtesy of our opponent Yon doing it away. But we don't need a Surfer when we can just arrow that boy across, tuck him away in a corner where he belongs. Thank you, Albano. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. That was a sweet one. Arrow showing you exactly why Arrow is so good. Delightful indeed. A lot of nope from me that game, yes. Yeah. No. None of that. Do I have Galactus? I sadly do not. I chose to let it go from my token shop because I personally find the play patterns of Galactus exceptionally boring. So playing it was not really of interest to me. I would like my opponent's armor to not be in Murder World. Hello there, Calamari. How you doing? Yeah, killed the Herald of Galactus and then got wrecked accordingly. That's roughly how that goes. The lockjaw here is a little unfortunate. Feel like we probably can't stop our opponent from drawing cards. However we cut this mustard. Opponent snapped, huh? I know it's a bit boring, but I think I'm supposed to leave. My hand isn't very good. There's no surfery goodness, no reasonable interaction. My opponent has a lockjaw active. Pretty sure I'm just running for the hills because, well, that hand's probably not winning that game very often. I think, unfortunately, the Cosmo probably doesn't change enough to make it worthwhile. I think Dark Hawk's an okay card to buy. Again, personally, I'm a really big fan of just saving for Series 5 cards, but everyone seems to be a lot higher on Master Mold than I am. I personally don't rate Master Mold very much at all. And I know a lot of other folks that think the card is, like, at least worth paying attention to. Wow, Adam Warlock with Quantum Realm is pretty hot, but this Polaris is absolutely going to punk it. No, thank you. Sadly, Crimson Cosmos is a really bad location for us. Opponent with a Mission Negative. One of my favorite cards. Love to see it. Alright, we'll get our Sarah on. Any substitute for Goose? Yeah, that one's probably pretty replaceable. It's very much a meta call at the moment to try and give us more game into Shuri Zero specifically. I think for the most part, I would just be interested in trying out... what would I be interested in trying out in that slot? Something like Armor's probably fine to explore. Another good anti-meta 2-drop would be my initial thought. Interesting. I don't know if this game is winnable. I think my opponent wants to play a Mystique. So I'm going to get really cheeky. Wow, they went middle anyway, jeez. Well. Oh my god, Cosmo. Be still my beating heart. Oh. Cosmo, you good boy. Be still my beating heart. Pulling Sentinels and Shadow Tank. That's not a combo. it's not a combo. Delight of the annoyance, for sure. For sure. I can see that. Cosmo indeed dropping bombs. Cosmo best doggo. Lockjaw used to be best doggo. Lockjaw now the bad guy. Lockjaw no longer the best doggo. Aero Cosmo can do some nasty, nasty things if you're just like, well, okay, how about we pull everything into this lane and stop all the on-reveals? It definitely can win you a good chunk of games. A little bit of Zabu as a treat. Who doesn't love a dog with a lampshade on his head? For sure. The one that I use has a spacesuit and wants a bone, I guess. But it's the Cosmo that I use always makes me think of Scooby-Doo, so... Well, this probably ends up being Galactus, so we are... Oh, how about if it's Galactus? We've got some time, right? So we'll set up the Wong, and then we'll try and get this Goose into Danger Room. Maybe not Galactus. Now we don't need to get it into Danger Room, so definitely not Galactus. Looking for our Surfer. Surfer Plox. Happy to Cosmo in the big house. Oh, that's pretty bad. Look at these cards, man. Just, oh. Everything's so beautiful. This draw, unfortunately, has been anything but beautiful. Danger Room Lottery? No Danger Room Lottery, jeez. Opponent winning the Danger Room Lottery. Everything is ink. It's everything. Oh, we do not win the Danger Room Lottery. We do find the Surfer. There is unfortunately a few too many Cosmos around, I think. Too many Cosmos. Too many.
Escaped.
To be fair, that's very winnable if we don't lose the Danger Room Lottery and we still have our Polaris. But instead, we did. And F. Feels bad. Probably going to switch off of this onto something else in a few games' time. Not sure what yet, though. Not really sure what I'm in the mood to play today, otherwise. I gotta be honest, I'm not really in the mood to play Nimrod today. So probably not gonna worry myself with that one. But open to ideas. Open to ideas for sure. Gonna try and find our... Oh, that's so rude. Yeah, alright. Location variants, gonna location variants, chat, don't worry about it. Sometimes you will play into a Space Throne because you're trying to avoid bad locations and you want to turn off a Red Skull, but instead you will lock yourself into a Space Throne every now and then. On occasion. Oh! Don't know if we can win a world ship game. Guess we're going to find out. On a Nintendo Snap, I imagine you'd be quite the whale for sure. It's fine. Like, that would bother me more if I'd spent like 30 minutes on the game, but it took like 2 minutes. Like, sure, I'll just move on to the next game. No big deal. How likely are we to surfer this game? I think we're very likely gonna want a Shang-Chi, maybe. So I think we leave the Cosmo out of here for now. Hey, Whiskey, I'm doing well, thank you. Hopefully you are too. What's this location? This is the world ship. This is the Galactus location that just nukes everything immediately. Sadly, I feel like there might be a Darkhawk in our future. Turns out Aero will make sure that my opponent only plays into this location. Might be a goblin coming. Can't beat a goblin here. Opponent's got a goblin. Opponent's got a goblin. It's fine. This is definitely a Darkhawk. How big is this Darkhawk? 5 cards in my deck. So base 0. Getting +2. So it's getting 10. So this is going to be 15. Is that right? Darkhawk's only 10 power. Yep. Had to do the math, but we're all Gucci. Surfer or Sarah both get us to 16 there, so we beat a Darkhawk. Very nice, Kappa. I like playing that deck. It's a lot of fun. Toxic Sarah is a favourite of mine. I enjoy the play patterns of it. Yeah, Surfer or Sarah both get us over the line there to beating a Darkhawk. The Dark Dimension, you got it. Psylocke for my opponent. Negative? I feel like we've played against this person before. Might be negative. Kinda don't want to play here. Think I'm just goosing in Mojo World. Bit sad, but Wong. Okay. Well, the goose might pay then. This Polaris is interesting. I'm saying play patterns so much today. I'm so sorry about those patterns. Oh, look, I did it again. Yeah, and unfortunately, my vocabulary isn't always the most diverse when I'm on the tired side of things. So every now and then, you'll catch me repeating certain phrases over and over. I think I'm gonna fill up some Wong space. Speaking of Wong, we find our own copy. Gonna get the Sarah on the table. Opponent stacking up in the dark dimension. Okay. So I think I just want to go... Arrow... I think it's Aero Vibranium for maximum stats over here. Opponent stayed out of Mojo World anyway. What is this? Oh, my Vibranium thankfully cannot die.
Wakanda forever.
Okay.
Victory.
Not exactly what I expected, but a deal, I guess. I accept. Alright, let's see if Surfer can take us to 89. And if Surfer can take us to 89, I'll swap onto something else for a bit. Deck's been a pretty smooth climber, though. It's definitely been a deck that's like, you can't really... You win some 8-cube games when your opponent doesn't expect what you're doing, but you're not winning very many like massive cube games at the moment. This is very much like a 2 to 4 cube kind of deck. So it's been smooth and steady progress for the last like hour or so. Praying for Zola, yeah, that would make some sense. Would make some sense. Another one. With the Zabu from my opponent. Yeah, weird plays there. Weird plays. I'd like this Zabu to not be in Onslaught Citadel, so we're gonna remove that. Opponent with the Daredevil. Do enjoy a Daredevil or two myself. We're going to set the Wong up in the Citadel and look to hopefully draw our Surfer. Enjoying this a lot. I'm happy to see that, Anders. That's lovely to hear. We do draw the Zabu. Opponent just took the Sunspot. Really looking for Surfer Town, USA here. Surfer Town, USA is where I'd like to be. Apologies if you can hear the ambulances behind me again. Unfortunately, I live on a hospital route, so we do catch those behind me every now and then. Opponent in the tank about where they want to do things. We do have this Killmonger for this big old Sunspot, potentially. Come on, dash of Silver Surfer. Just give it to me. I don't ask for a lot. I really like it right about now. Professor X on the left. Alright, well don't worry about the Killmonger then. Oh, yes! Alright, do we just go to town on stats? Is that the best we can do? Or is any of the other options better? I think it's just go to town on stats, right? I don't really see a world where anything is better than this. It's the rebirth of the surf. How about we surf for 8 times? 8 times. Imagine winning the Wakandan Embassy lane! Imagine! Imagine playing a Professor X on a lane where you have 19 power and I have 5. And I win that lane. Can you imagine? 20 power broodlings. This is probably fine. Big old pile of raw stats. Yeah, imagine winning left there. It's just... Oh, wow. Polaris, Giga Chad, something like that, yeah. Tune in at the right time was pretty good. It's a pretty good time to tune in. Can't deny that. So some Thanos from my opponent. So the Goose, unlikely to be super impactful in the vault. Sadly. Opponent with their lockjaw down the highway. Well, that was an aggressive snap. Yeah, deck's got legs. Deck, as I said, this is definitely a 2 to 4 cube kind of slow, grindy climb deck, but it's working. It's climbing. Am I supposed to get out of here? I don't think so. Surface insane here. Killmonger's potentially insane. I think I have to just let my opponent go to town on the lockjaw lane. And accept that sometimes I will lose as a result. They have the leech for sure. I mean, I'm probably Killmongering on turn 4 to try and mitigate that. Nice, Vothy. I think that deck is quite good. Right, we're playing around getting leeched. Did not get leeched. Lockjaw lane is going off, though. Oh, no cards drawn from Asgard. Ah, squirrels! That's a lot of my space taken up. I didn't want you to do that. Okay. Need this surfer. Need this surfer, need it yesterday. So do I Sarah hoping to draw it? Or do I Wong hoping to draw it? I'm 25%. Rasmus, you'd be surprised. A lot of decks like... my favourite example of like a 4 to 8 cube deck is like Mr. Negative, because it's 4 to 8 cubes both ways. A lot of the games your win rate will suck, but the games you do win will be a lot of 8 cube games. I think I Sarah... I think... I'm very glad I Sarah'd. Because you know what Sarah lets me do? Get my Shang-Chi underneath. And I reckon I'm going to need a second Shang-Chi. Good luck, dealer. Yeah, Modok Hella, another all or nothing kind of deck. No! That might not be enough! No! Why would you play a blue Marvel? Ah! That's so unfortunate. If we just play mid, we're fine, right? It just needs to not be a blue marble to add power to the middle. Ah! No. No worries, Captain Calamari. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sleep well. Hopefully I see you again very soon. Thought we'd stole another one. And sadly the blue marble crushed my hopes and dreams. Yondu takes away my Cosmo. Sure. Was a sweet game. It was definitely a sweet game. Can't deny that. Morag is a little awkward early for us, but hopefully fine later on. Hala is a little dangerous. I'm willing to pick this fight, I guess. I really hope my opponent's Galactus and I've just absolutely ruined their day. Please and thank you, that would be lovely. Okay. So opponent has 5 energy. We should consider just brooding here, I think. Nice hobgoblin friend. So you can Galactus me now. You can Galactus me now. No, 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 no. You don't get to Galactus me. You don't get to Galactus me. Whoa!
All systems go.
Victory.
Man, Arrow's a good card. Arrow's really good. Alright, come on, Surfer. Get us over the 89 line. Sanctum Sanctorium is pretty bad for us, unfortunately. That was satisfying, I agree. It was just... that will never get old. You can never make me not enjoy that. You just can't. It's not possible. They did get outplayed. Snap me, I'll snap back. No one plays around Aero out of the Silver Surfer deck. No one. Man, these locations suck. Yeah, no one plays around an Aero in this deck. No one. It's great. These locations are not very good for us. Morbius for the opponent, sure. Unfortunately, that will now be safe from Shang-Chi. Can't really establish the Wong here because it will just get pushed into the Cosmo lane, which is, you know, great. Guess we'll just Polaris. Opponent will Nakia, setting themselves up for some swarms. Very cool. So we can set up Wong plus Surfer at the very least. Opponent will send the brain, the head, the big man. How many swarms do you have? The answer appears to be none. Apocalypse Chavez in hand. Can we beat Apocalypse Chavez? Maybe... Looks like this, right? Dun 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 dun. Shang-Chi, my friend. How are you today? Thank you for hanging out and enjoying the show. Deck's fantastic. Really enjoying this one. I'm really happy to be playing some more Surfer in the near future. Really, really nice to see Surfer hanging out and having a good enough time. Feeling like it's a reasonable deck. Brand new subscriber coming in. Jim, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Welcome on in to the channel. Glad you're enjoying the stream tonight. What do we want to move on to, though? We've been playing that one for quite a while, so I feel like it's time for us to shift ourselves onto a little something else. Don't really know what I'm in the mood for right now, though. 89 indeed. Climb continues. Climb continues. Want to play some Magic Combo? Haven't played some Magic Combo in a while. Kind of feel like I want to play something with Killmonger in it. But again, this is the problem. Should we just play some Doom? Yeah, I'm game to play a version of Doom with Killmonger in it. So what I'm going to do is remove, and go Armor Killmonger, I think. I want to play some of this deck, and I just think I want to have Killmonger in my deck right now. I just think it's a bit too good to not be doing against most of the Thanos decks. Why can't I find armor? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Killmonger. How come no card backs? The sad truth is I build so many decks that I often don't bother because I cash decks in and out so quickly. I think I'd rather keep the Lizard over the Mr. Fantastic as well. Just for stat reasons. Yeah, we'll play a little bit of this to do things tonight. Very nice whiskey review. I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying it. Can definitely see us playing a bit more Surfer in the near future, just because that deck was really sweet and I really enjoyed playing it. All right. Let's jam a little bit of Doom mid-range to finish our evening. Is She-Hulk replaceable in this deck? Unfortunately, I do not think she is. She's a really big, important part of your final turns off the back of Wave in a lot of games, I'm afraid. You could definitely try. I'm just not sure. Not sure what you would even begin with, unfortunately. So, probably Thanos on the other side here, thanks to this Quinjet. We find an armor, so we will try... Hello. Nice to see you, opponent. Don't think we're going anywhere just yet, but... Sorry, Matt. Wish I could give you better news. It's indeed the way it be sometimes. We're about to get leeched. I'm about to get leeched on turn number 3. Fair enough, Kappa. I tend to leave about 20 decks knocking around that I'm currently kind of working on or working through. Catching me from work again. Hey, Alan, how you doing? I am ready to get leeched. My body is ready. Just got Doom, so you were hoping. To be fair, Doom is a really good pickup. The card is very sweet. Makes sense, Cyan. That's just the code thread from from the shop. It looks pretty close to the Falcon Beast deck we were playing earlier, actually, so I'm probably going to not play that for now, just because I don't really want to play something too similar. But I am a fan of the bounce decks in general. Killmonger, please remove the majority of my opponent's stuff. And then we will look to wave on turn 5 here. I don't think I'm snapping back. My balls are not large enough. I would like to, but I do not have the confidence against Lockjaw Thanos. Opponent sends a stone in. Pulls an Inferno out. That's actually the worst split of things for us here, because I can't even just like secure a win with an arrow, I don't think. I can Doom She-Hulk. Makes sense, Matt. I'm glad you're still enjoying it. What a dilemma, sweet, indeed. What a dilemma. I think this is the best play we've got. Under the wave. Opponent meant mid with a dino. 14 is big enough. Not all of these lists are playing Devil Dinosaur, so I don't mind going for that there. Unfortunate. That's okay. That's alright. Opponent did the Lockjaw thing. Did what the deck is supposed to do. I think I have to arrow over Doom to try and keep whatever my opponent plays out of the right location next to She-Hulk, because most lists tend to play stuff like Magneto in that slot. Magneto's kind of what I expected. Doom is better against opposing arrows, though, so there definitely is an argument to all of the above. Was a few options there in terms of what you could do. I'm a really big fan of Polaris in this current metagame, by the way, just because of situations exactly like this one, where I can tear the Sunspot away from the armor. It's really good. I think we're happy to set up Jessica Jones here. Opponent continues mid. Dino's pretty good in general in the Thanos decks, just because the stones all replace themselves. Okay, we can clear the Killmongers if we believe that's beneficial to us. Or I can just wave plus Doom. Opponent with the shock face on Jessica Jones. Makes sense. Yeah, Polaris is very well positioned right now, in my opinion. I think I'm supposed to wave. The question is if I armor or if I try and draw my She-Hulk. 25% to draw the She-Hulk. I think I try. Do I have any decks right now that I'm working on with Quinjet, Moon Girl, Dino, and She-Hulk? Magic! Okay. Sadly, not all of them together, no. Nothing comes to mind immediately. We draw an arrow. Okay. Well, this is probably She-Hulk combo on my opponent's side, right? So we just have the arrow to bail us out of that situation? They just take the pass here and arrow should win us the game? Alley-oop. I have a few decks playing Quinjet, Moon Girl, She-Hulk, because I've played them in like a Surfer Moon Hulk list before. You can check the YouTube channel for videos for Surfer Moon Hulk. But I don't have Dino in those lists for the most part. And there should be Infinite, She-Hulk, She-Hulk. None of which matters, because Aero is ridiculous. Oh, Aero. You are... Look at this variant, by the way. The gold-backed Art Germ variant. She's just gorgeous. But, yes, this card is still ridiculous. Somewhat unsurprisingly. Truly shocking, I know. Yeah, I still love me some Surfer too. I just enjoy the play patterns of Sarah Surfer. To be fair, I'm just a Sarah nerd, to be honest. I really enjoy playing Sarah decks, as I'm pretty sure the regulars of the stream are aware. They are very much my soft spot. This hand is uber clunky. All of our top end in our opening hand. I think I would prefer to save the wave over saving the Killmonger, so we're gonna, you know, good old tempo Killmonger here. Opponent with no plays until turn 4, which is terrifying. Indeed, sweet. Yeah, I agree. I kept going on her until I got the gold back, because it's a variant that I wanted, and I might keep going on it until I get an Inkified one. Just because it's one of my favourite cards. It's just a beautiful, beautiful card. Opponent will Jubilee into an America Chavez. That is pretty good. We are going to wave and try and set up the old Aero She-Hulk and or Doom She-Hulk. Cost reduction is king. You are not wrong. Vision is pretty good here from my opponent, however. So I guess all we do is go... Doom She-Hulk is the best thing we could do in these spots. Phil's Mojo World puts power in as many places as it possibly can. That was close. Leader almost punked us there. Got her Inkified, very nice. I am a sucker for Inkifieds, but the gold is also just stunning, in my opinion. Leader almost punked our She-Hulk there. Almost. Almost. Yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy, like, the ability to do things with Sarah that the game normally doesn't let you do. TVA is not a good location for this deck. And if we don't draw like Lizard or Sunspot or Storm right now, I'm probably going to run away pretty quick. Miniaturized Lab is even worse for this deck. I would like to draw Storm, please. Storm. Okay. Wave into Doom might be my best option. Oh no, we're so dead. Storm? I would really like to draw Storm. Because I can't even Doom into Miniaturized Lab. Oh, God, why? Nope. If it was the old leader days, oh yeah, we'd have got ruined. Ruined by old leader. No Storm. Miniaturized Lab being there was actually a problem too, or the Doom might win that, but nope. TVA gone TVA. A little bit of Karmatage as a treat. Don't mind if I do. No good turn 2 makes me a little sad, but we can work around that. Opponent is indeed the Thanos deck, so we're not going to hesitate to play our Killmonger if we find it, even if it does kill our Sunspot. Speak of the devil. Let's move the Sunspot out of Stark Tower. Opponent will get to work cantripping off all those stones, drawing as many cards as they can. We'll set up our friend Jessica Jones in the middle here. Into Wave, into She-Hulk X. The play pattern remains fairly simple and solid. Opponent is juicing up that Sunspot, so we are definitely going to be going for this. It's probably just going to end up being Killmonger She-Hulk, I would think. Tempted to snap here, tempted. I find it so hard to snap against Thanos, just ever, just because it's so easy to get absolutely punked by play patterns you didn't expect. It's pretty unpleasant. Well, yeah, arrow bonkers, arrow bonkers. Opponent snaps. I feel like this is winnable. I think I'm doing this, and I'm taking my loss if it's an L. That is not an L. Oh, Killmonger. Some of these cards are just so good right now, chat. What's my favourite card in Snap? I would say Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel or Mr. Negative tend to be my normal answers. I actually got Arrow quite late in my my pull 3 journey. She was quite far in. I still don't have M'Baku yet either. I'm sure it'll turn up eventually. Okay, this is a bit of an awkward one, but I think we are probably supposed to try and keep the Sunspot safe. Yeah, I got to get better at snapping into Thanos. Excuse me, sorry. I just always feel like I'm gonna screw it up. What do I play these days with Captain Marvel? Unfortunately, it's mostly Shuri decks. They are really good if they don't get leeched. You are correct. It's very much a necessary statement there. Danger Room. Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Negative is not in the best of spots right now. The card is a little underpowered. Opponent discarding a non-swarm with Colleen Wing. It does look good for me. Oh, chat. If this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Yeah, Shuri into Captain Marvel is pretty mean. So, certainly can be. Please give me the Morbius. Ah, never lucky. Never lucky. Really wanted to snipe that Morbius. Okay. Polaris the Executioner, something like that, yeah. So we could skip 5 here if we wanted to, and then She-Hulk Arrow. Seems pretty good. We have a Sunspot in play, so I'm game for that. Opponent will use the head. Okay, so we know it's Chavez Apocalypse. So we just do this, and we should be absolutely gold. She-Hulk in the middle. Whoop. Gotta love Arrow, folks. She will continue to just be really, really good. 1 cube away from rank 95, chat. Because that's how the rank system works this time around. We'll just jump a chunk. Which is kind of insane. Sewer system is fine to play into here, I think. Space Throne. Polaris might be able to steal that. Would be quite nice. Indeed, was still Morbin time for our opponent, but thankfully didn't matter. Aero time is better than Morbin time, apparently. Yeah, I mean, Aero could literally have 0 power the majority of the time and be fine. What rank did I start on today? 85. $85 and change. Might have been a few cubes on top of 85. But we've been playing non-Thanos, non-Shuri decks, so very much been a case of brewing our way downtown, walking fast, as they say. So, little scared of your boy Galactus. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Still, we can play around getting Galactus with Aero here, and then look to Doom into the 2 lanes we can put stuff into. So yeah, we'll be up 10 ranks by the end of the night. Opponent snaps, which I think the Aero means I stick around. You bouncing up and down tonight? Yeah, we were to be honest, to start with. Plenty of bouncing up and down for us to start the night. Opponent took the pass. What does that mean? I can't beat an Infinite. You are correct. They did have Prio chat. You're not wrong. That was silly of me for assuming. Yeah, I don't beat an Infinite here. Think we gotta let this one go?
Escaped.
Turn 6 Infinite there just takes it home a bit too easily, I think. Yeah, it seemed well, my thought process with this either Infinite or Kang, right? But it can't be Kang if they snap and then pass. So my thought process is, yeah, it's probably the Infinite. I lose the right? I lose the left, sorry. If they Infinite left, I lose. Didn't mean to say right, but... yeah, basically I can't be an Infinite left. It was all for Infinite. Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where I just about start thinking about Kang. I've seen it just enough now to start considering it. Opponent is on some Serra control, so I have to assume these sunspots aren't surviving if I don't find an armor. Which I think is a fair assumption. We probably can't afford the Jessica Jones here. We don't have the She-Hulk at the moment. I think I'm just going to make a couple copies of Polaris as a result. Opponent with the Zapu. So they're going to try and get 2 Serras and then dump an absolute pile of everything. I can stop that. I can even Odin to do it again, in theory. These bishops are quite large, and this Killmonger is looming. No armor means that Killmonger is a bit terrifying. Whoop! Oh, they had an arrow of their own. Interesting. So I can't Odin to do it again. But I can Doom to fill Sinister London by making 2 Dooms. I can Storm, stop my opponent from making copies anywhere. That seems better. So we do it in the other order, right? We do it this way. This seems good.
Wind, aid my hand.
Ah. The old Absorbing Man arrow. We're good. Good by 1. Good by 1. Whoo! Close game. Close game. Alright, back to 1 cube away, chat. See if we can wrap up on 95 tonight, meaning that we can finish the climb on Tuesday. That would be nice. Okie dokie. Oh my. Put him with the sunspot. We've got nothing going on here early, unfortunately. Sokovia discards a red skull, eats my Jessica Jones. Okay, so well, we know what we're against. That is safe to say. Find it with the Cosmo. So we don't have to worry about a red skull, but we could definitely still have a Shuri in our future. Yes, Otter, that's correct. You only ever get the 1 Mysterio with 4 power unless you play Bast, and then you'll get 3 Mysterios with 3 power. This might be better, actually. So this is Shuri. It is indeed Shuri. And so we will be waving our way into goodies. So opponent will get to play Taskmaster if they wish. With it being Vision, it's very much a guessing game here, isn't it? Oh, I appear to have lost you, chat. Apologies if the stream went down for a second there. It looks like I might have disconnected for a few frames. My apologies. Yeah, I guess we're on Guesswork Central here. Is that interaction bugged or intended? That's intended. That's the way that's supposed to work. Mysterious Bast, indeed. Guesswork Central is good enough, chat.
Victory.
Doom plus She-Hulk continuing to do work. There you go. Up to 95. We get our 500 gold. Very cool. Yeah, sorry, Wizzle. Looks like I disconnected for just a moment. There's no card back. Ah, there it is. We're all good. Alright, chat, I'll tell you what. How about we wrap things off tonight with a single community battle mode battle. So, if you would like a chance to play against me on stream, I am going to give you a chance to do so right now for one lucky person to finish off tonight's stream. All you got to do is get your client ready, get yourself onto Marvel Snap, ready to go. I'm going to put a battle mode code on the screen. The first person to enter that code gets to come and find me, and we can have a nice little battle between me and the community to end tonight's stream. So I think I've waffled on long enough. Hopefully everybody who wants to come and disco has their client open and is ready to go. Indeed, cracked our way up to the 90s. You love to see it. So, battle mode active. We'll play the Doom deck because that's what we were finishing on a minute ago just now. Good luck, folks. Let's see who can come and find me. Bought the Dan Hip Killmonger. I opened it, thankfully. Very nice, Wizzle. Hopefully you enjoyed the deck. I know I do. Come and find me. Whoever can get the code in first will be the one that I play against. So good luck to you. Definitely a bit of a longer wait time than normal today. Guess we have a bit of latency. There we go. Fatmatician, you got in there first. Congratulations. Good luck. No early plays from either player. We'll get this lizard tucked away in kiln, nice and safe. That's you. Well, congratulations. Good luck. Oh, no balls. No, sorry. No, I think somebody might have got there before you if that was the case. That's the message that tends to flag up. Unfortunately, the joy is with streaming is there's a little bit of latency between me and you in real time, so I'm sorry to hear that it didn't quite break. Do we want to storm here? We really don't want to storm here. We need to doom. Oh, Vothy, I'm so sorry. Hiding your screen now? Don't worry about it. Like, I say this every time people play against me on stream and we do these community battles. Like, if you want to beat me that bad that you need to cheat, go ahead. I don't care. Like, you want this significantly more than me. This is really awkward, isn't it? Alright. Wave on 5 is the plan here. But no Doom on 6 because, well, Goose. Goose will do that to you. And Nowhere won't let us play a Doom and have it do very much. So, for the final time though tonight, folks, if you have been enjoying the show and you haven't already, please do consider dropping us a like on the stream. It really does help us keep ticking things over here at Marvel Snap Zone. Would be very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. You have and love that Goose. I have the Dan Hip one, and everyone seems to like the Dan Hip one. The Dan Hip one's pretty sweet. Ooh. We had an aggressive Surfer. I recognize this deck. I recognize this deck. This looks familiar. I do wonder what you could be playing. The Sarah comes down. Wave will make sure you're playing 2 cards. And we are just going to go... like this, I think. Sadly, we can't Doom this time because, you know, nowhere and Goose, but this is still a pretty good stat distribution, and hopefully the She-Hulk keeps us nice and safe in the middle. Odin lets us challenge both. The down hit ball is pretty sweet, yeah. It's another one I opened from a reserve, so I quite like to use it. It's nice and infinite boarded and stuff, so it looks pretty cool. But I like the one that our opponent's using here as well. It's a really sweet variant. Best part of this game is easily the art. Ooh, arrow? No effect, of course. Slightly different deck we got going on the other side here. Not quite the same. We do take the first 2 cubes out here, though. Alright. We get off to a nice early lead. So some Serra control here with some Surfer elements, an Arrow, a Shang-Chi. Alright, some interesting stuff going on the opponent's side. Well, we can clear the squirrels up with the Killmonger if we want to. Alternatively, we can just get the Sunspot on the go, which I think we're going to do. Hopefully we can draw ourselves an armor to keep it safe while we get to work with Killmonger. Okay, well the collapsed mine is we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Just clear that away. Opponent unsure if they want to let these clear or not. They choose not to. They go with the Goose. Keeping their rocks around. Would really like to have drawn armor there. Armor would have been beyond hilarious in that spot. So if we don't draw the She-Hulk here, there's probably a wave on 4 game where we're just going to go Doom Odin. Drew the armor a turn too late. Feels bad. So yeah, think we're on board to wave into Doom Odin. Think we're snapping if that's the case. Waiting for my Killmonger? No, no, no. No Killmonger coming, I'm afraid. We're keeping it tucked in my hand this time. Wong from the opponent. We will get the Doom on the table. Can't wait to have an ink or gold split of this Doctor Doom. It is definitely becoming one of my favourite variants. Very badass. Serra will land for the opponent. Odinus Maximus. Off you go. Well, don't Odin the Maximus, that's bad. But Odin the Doctor Doom is not quite so bad. I do love this deck. If you're jamming and chilling with us tonight and you're looking for a deck that I would play if I was only Pool 3 complete and didn't have access to any Series 4, Series 5 cards, this is probably the one I would play right now to ladder up. I think this deck is really, really good. It's a great Doom, I agree. Yeah, it's fantastic. Not enough in the stats department. Phlegmatician. No dice. Staying ahead of the Surfer just about. Doom Odin. Very, very, very strong. It's really hard to conquer endgame sometimes alongside She-Hulk. You just have so much flexibility, so much power. Can you pull 1,200 gold ones from caches? You cannot. You can only pull 700 gold cache ones. 1200s are super rare and are only available in the store at time of writing or through other promotions and stuff. think I lead on the armor here, to be honest. Yeah, if you want 1200 gold ones, you're going to have to buy them, because they are only available in those spots. Unless you were in the beta, which if you notice, for example, the Doom that I have right now is a 1200 gold Doom. It's a super rare variant, but it wasn't super rare during the beta. So I opened it during beta, and then it got changed. So you'll find some people have a couple they opened from the beta period that are no longer available in caches. Yeah, you've got rare, super, and ultimate, John, as the variant types at the moment. How much do I care about this form here? Not huge amounts. Yeah, I think Killmonger is just really, really good right now. I don't really see a way that I can get away with not playing it. But it does make the Sunspot a little awkward sometimes. Maybe you just accept that armor isn't worth it, and you would rather play something else. And accept that occasionally you will get punked by your own Killmonger. Might just be fine, honestly. No dice, just cards, correct. Speaking of Killmonger, not doing much for us right now, but we can set ourselves up to wave into Doom once again. Yeah, pixels are not my favorites either. I think I want to turn Vomit off in case... Yeah, I think I want to turn it off in case I end up with the Doom in the middle. Would I recommend saving your gold for variants or continuing to use them to unlock missions? Kelvin, for the most part, if you're looking for the highest expected value, you should be saving your gold for bundles, basically always. But, obviously, for some people, that's not really what you're looking for. And you just like the artwork on cards. Like, buying variants is a negative easy thing for your collection. Overall, you're going to progress slower, unlock less cards, get less stuff. But you will find yourself with less good-looking cards because you bought less variants. So, very much a personal preference thing. Do we have the ability to Odin our Doom? We do! Which I think we just want to do, because my opponent only has 1-3 in the middle. Wave Doom Odin is definitely a line you can take, and you will take on a pretty regular basis. As you will also, wave into Doom and She-Hulk, or you'll wave into Arrow and She-Hulk. They're very much your end-game finishers with a deck like this. Wave enables all kinds of very, very degenerate play plans. She's pretty good, some would say. See if we can continue to hold our own here against this brooded up location. Does indeed go all to the right. Killmonger of your own, so no Sunspot for me. The Surfer, not enough stats. We are remaining undefeated so far. Wave was the very, very first Battle Pass card. The first ever season of Marvel Snap, yeah. Deck's feeling pretty good so far. Kiln is kind of bad for us with his hand like this. No Sunspot, no Armor, no Lizard. Storm might be nice if we can find it. Okay. Alright. Can work with this. Did I see the dev comment today stating they have a Shuri Thanos nerf coming later this month? I saw a comment regarding the fact they balance patches on the way. They haven't been able to have one as quickly as they'd like for reasons. They're always going to upset players because some people love it, some people hate it. Oh, District X. Speaking of things that some people hate. I didn't see any confirmation about specifically Shuri and Thanos, but obviously those are cards that are being spoken about in the community at large. Okay. Should he be getting Shuri or she getting nerfed? I have no idea. I do not work for Second Dinner. Sorry. Alright, the card is good. The card is very strong. The card he's playing a lot of very good decks. Do I know if it's getting nerfed? No, I have no idea, I'm afraid. Dr. Doom going to have to do some heavy lifting here. For what it's worth, I think Shuri's very likely to come down to Series 3 if it doesn't get nerfed. So, might be worth waiting anyway. Dr. Doom, calling Dr. Doom. We do draw a Black Panther. Well, there's no Odin in my deck, so... Would you like to play for the remainder of your cubes, Fanmatician? You would. Sarah comes down. Dr. Doomicus. Man, this card's really good. No worries, Bradley. Happy to help. Happy to help where I can, anyway. And we'll just go... We could just helicarrier. This is just huge. Alternatively, the Killmonger makes sure that we... If our opponent has a Doom of their own, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we lose anyway to a Doom on that side. But Doom doesn't win mid. Yeah, alright. Ship. Boat. Ronan is pretty big. No! Okay, we're all good. We're all good. We win the other two locations anyway. Clean sweep. Deck looking really strong. Dr. Doom looking really strong. Thank you very much for the game, Fanmatician. I appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoyed that battle, one way or the other. Deck feeling fantastic right about now. Okie dokie, folks. Well. That is going to be us wrapping things up for tonight. Super fun 2D skills. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That is what it's all about, and thank you for the kind words. I am going to be off now for a little while, folks, as I am running a tournament tomorrow. I should be around Monday for the tier list, and then I will be away. I'll get into some more details a bit later on, but I've got to take care of my own health, unfortunately. So I will be back streaming very soon. Don't panic. I just don't know if it'll be Tuesday or not. Because I expect to be on a short break. So I'll let you know when I have some details about how and where I will be. But I will be back before you know it. Videos won't be going anywhere. Enjoy the content over the weekend. Enjoy everything Marvel Snap Zone. If I'm seeing you in the tournament tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's tournament. Otherwise, I have been HowlingMines. You've been amazing. Sadly, no tournament coverage this time because it's our first ever test run. We have to make sure everything works, but will we be looking to do coverage in the future? Yes, we will. So stay tuned. I will be looking to do some of that in the future. This time round, though, I've got to run everything behind the scenes, so not available to do so. But enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Have a good one. I'll see you again very soon.